All right, so you're ready to get your team set up on Workfolio and really change how your workday feels. You're in exactly the right place. This is going to be a super quick guide to get you from square one to fully up and running, giving you that clarity and control you're looking for right from the start. So let's just jump right in.
Now, before we get into the nuts and bolts of how to do it, let's just quickly touch on the why. This whole setup is designed to give you two major things, and fast: total clarity into how your team works and complete control over how you gather that info. So try not to think of this as just another setup task. It's really your first step toward unlocking some serious value.
Okay, first things first, we gotta build your home base, and that all starts with your admin account. This is the foundation, you know? Everything else we do is gonna be built right on top of this.
And honestly, it could not be simpler. You're just going to head over to the sign-up page, create your admin profile, and then pop in a few details about your company. It seriously takes just a couple of minutes, and doing this is what makes the dashboard feel like it's built just for you and your team.
Okay, so your account is created, which means your workspace is officially ready to go. So, what's the next logical step? Well, you got to bring your team in to really bring that space to life.
Right from your admin dashboard, you'll see it, plain as day. A big Add Users button. Just give that a click and you can fire off invites directly to your team's email addresses. They'll get a simple link to set up their own account and grab the desktop app. It's about as straightforward as it gets.
So what does your team have to do once they've got the app? It's literally one click. Clock in. And I really have to emphasize this because it's probably the most important part. Workfolio only records activity when a user is clocked in. That's it. This creates a super clear boundary between work time and personal time, which is just fundamental to how this all works.
And now for the really cool part. As soon as your team starts clocking in, your dashboard just comes to life. It starts filling up with data. This is that moment where you stop doing setup and you start thinking strategy, because you're getting a clear, real-time picture of your team's workday. So you're probably wondering, what information do you actually get? What does this whole clarity thing really look like when you're using it? Let's break it down. Right away, your dashboard gives you this fantastic high-level view. You can instantly see things like total work hours, the split between active and idle time, and even how breaks are being taken. But where it gets really interesting is with the app usage patterns and those optional screenshots. That's what gives you deeper context into how the work is actually getting done, helping you spot things like workflow issues, or maybe where a new tool could help. And that at-a-glance view, that's just the beginning. Need to drill down? No problem. You can pull up detailed individual timesheets or generate full attendance reports whenever you need them. The big picture stuff is great for your daily pulse check, but all the nitty-gritty detail is right there waiting for you when it's time for payroll or performance reviews.
Look, getting powerful insights is amazing, but it absolutely has to go hand in hand with trust and privacy. So let's talk about how you, as the administrator, are always in the driver's seat. You can dial in your settings with complete confidence.
This here really shows the perfect balance of the platform. On one hand, you've got total control. You decide what gets tracked. You can flip screenshots on or off, turn app usage tracking on or off. It's all up to you. But on the other hand, that control is matched with total transparency for your team. They can always see exactly which features are active. There are no secrets, no surprises, and that's absolutely key to building trust. And let's take a closer look at those screenshots for a sec. If you do choose to enable them, Workfolio has this brilliant blurred mode. What it does is give you context. You can see what app someone is working in, but it completely hides sensitive information, like the actual words in an email or a message. It's the perfect way to get insight without ever stepping over the line on privacy. When it's all said and done, it really comes down to this. This is not about micromanaging at all. It's about getting rid of manual timesheets and all that guesswork, and replacing it with something accurate and automatic. It's about giving you the understanding you need to be a better, more supportive leader, while keeping privacy and trust right at the heart of everything. So, with the foundation set and the tools right at your fingertips, there's really only one question left to ask. Are you ready to stop guessing and start knowing? Ready to manage your team with the kind of clarity and confidence you've been looking for? Because your dashboard is waiting.